We've got Mateusz back on the stream against Junya Tanaka. Mateusz is playing and Zoroark, and Junya is playing Charizard Pidgeot. So matchup we actually saw earlier. We saw Mateusz go up against Ojvind, who is also in top 8, and who we'll see in the next game, I believe. But we've got a different Charizard player this time. I think that it is a Duskull in this start, unless it's like a miscolored Cleffa. No, it's a Duskull. Can't see it. I had to switch tabs. Can't see as well in the stream view as directly in the video. Yeah, obviously, Sherman attach pass, not looking good for Junya, but he probably has Sporter. And I don't think that Mateusz can get a dunk off here, so should be alright still. Mateusz, so we know he plays Turbo Energize and probably plays TM Evo as well, I think we saw. So interesting to see which one he'll go for this game. Energize could get him an attacker really quickly, get him a cornerstone set up, and that seemed to be the game plan he wanted to go for against Ojvind. But at the same time, maybe he just has a strong enough start into a just Duskull pass from Junya that he wants to try to go for like a turn 2 Darmanitan play. So he's going to like get these Zoroas, maybe get a Darumaka down, and Evo team the Zoroarks. Let's see, does Nestwell grab Darumaka? There's another Zoroa. I thought he did play Darmanitan, but maybe not, or maybe he doesn't. I feel like if you play Darmanitan, go for it here, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's safer to just set up the Zoroarks. Like, he was like Evo in a double Zoroark, but at least having the Darumaka down is an option. Do we have nothing for Junya? He just puts his hand down and is waiting here. That signals a pass to me. He's just waiting for Mateusz to finish shuffling from his Evo TM. Okay, he does have the Iono, so that's all he's waiting for here. Benches the Chiyu, just in case he doesn't find another basic, so he doesn't get donked. But then what do we find off of the Iono here? Charmander, Poffin. Okay, so we got a setup. Junya is not gonna just get blown out here. It's gonna grab Pidgey, probably another Charmander. Oh, those are Cleffa. Okay, that makes sense. Could be a bit scary to end the turn with only one Charmander. Mateusz definitely could get the knockout on it. You'd need NSPB up, attach. I don't know if he's a Darken discard yet either. Probably not. I don't think so. But then we're just going to see the Grasping draw. Refill that hand. And then Mateusz is going to start with the trade. Getting rid of the cornerstone, so he's not eyeing that up as his win condition this time. Time for the second trade. Maybe get rid of that dark energy so we can get it back with NSPP up. But I don't think he has another attachment for turn yet. Because another attachment turn, he had the Seeker Box as well if he needs it. Got an Energy Switch. Seeker Box coming down. Discards Iono, Fez, and Energize. Thank you, Junya, for confirming that. Couldn't tell what it was either. Boss ends PP up, Artisan, and Air Balloon, I think it was. So that makes sense. You can Air Balloon, get that Munkidori out of there, catch the Dark Energy, ends PP up, guys the Reshiram, boss the Pidgey. Okay, that seems strong. Just going to remove the option of Pidgeot for next turn. Saying, okay, if you get a Charizard up, that's whatever, that's fine, but I don't want you to have access to Quick Search. I can deal with one Charizard as long as you don't have the intense versatility of Quick Search on your side. So Junya has another Poff in here, probably just going to grab another Charmander and another Pidgey. Maybe Mateusz doesn't play Darmanitan in here. I know Liam did when we saw him playing in day one, so maybe that was my mistake. Because I know Marco didn't play it. So he does get another Charmander down. I don't know if he got. Doesn't look like he got anything else according to the stream graphic. Just goes for another Duskull. Maybe he's debating between Pidgey and a second Duskull. Looks like he chose the Duskull here. Charmeleon comes down. Fire onto the Mander. He's going to use a boss to try to stall the Reshiram. Not ideal here. Grasping Draw. Especially because ultimately boss isn't limited resource, right? You don't have infinite boss. I'm going to take his Vessels for a couple energy. Trades away the Artisan. Got Poffin, some Darks, a Munkidori, Energy Switch. Gets another Zoroark off the trade, which is excellent. Also gets a Nest Ball. I don't know if the Nest Ball is really something he wants here. I don't think he has a way to the active yet, though. That's the big thing, right? Trading, yeah. So he's going to get rid of the Nest Ball. I think it was a Turo and another Artisan. So the Turo will get him out of the active spot here. He can start, well, continue attacking. He will have to put the Reshiram back down. Brings the Munkidori, retreats into the Zoroark. And then puts the Reshiram back down, and then it's, I mean, with his hand, I'm pretty sure it's just Virtuous Flame here. Oh, he just passes. Okay. We're having some big passes here. Doesn't want to give Junya the Fed, doesn't want to let, to increase Junya's damage output. This is smart. He's going to wait until, he's going to try to find boss next turn. Having access to Fez and that additional 3 damage. Very key. Now he can go ahead and boss the Charizard and 2-shot it without having to worry about the Charizard being able to 1-shot him back. Of course, Junya still has Dusknoir active potentially, but there's no Pidgeot, so it might not be easy to actually use those Curse Blasts. Junya's hand. I don't think there's really much he can do. I mean, he could go for the 2-shot on the Zoroark, but... Okay, he's counter-catchering. The Reshiram is just going to knock it out. So, allows him to take a prize without risking putting a bunch of damage on the Zoroark and getting Virtuous Flamed. Last thing you want is to be flamed virtuously. Trade. Did not see what he got that time. You got another trade. Does he play 3 Munkidori? I think I might have seen another Munkidori in his hand. Trade again. Yeah, he does play 3 Monkey. Counter Catcher. And what else did he get there? I'm not sure. He's gonna bench the Reshiram, attach to another Zoroark, get that one set up as well. Junya just draws an Artisan. That's not going to be useful at all here. I don't really think Junya has access to much. I think it's pretty much just attack. He could retreat. I don't think he wants to do that, though. And then again, an attack is going to give Mateusz access to double Monkey here, and then he can use Adrenabrain to just pick off those Duskulls. Okay, so he has a boss. He has a boss. It's definitely way better than attacking the active and giving Mateusz a free 60 damage to move on to those Duskulls. And maybe now he can swing into the Zoroark, and maybe it'd be more difficult for Mateusz to Virtuous Flame back. Mateusz might not even have Virtuous Flame this turn. I don't think we've seen a Night Structure in his hand yet. Gonna trade away that Wellspring. That could definitely come up here and at some point in this matchup. But certainly not anytime soon. Super Odd shuffling back in both Reshiram, and looks like he's eyeing up the Wellspring as well. Let's go for the Fez instead. That way, if he doesn't find the Reshiram, but finds a Reshiram, it's another out off of the trade. Oh, we did the Ultra Ball anyways. Getting rid of the second Munkidori here. So, don't think there should be any more left, unless it was 4. I'm going to imagine it does not play 4. Palpad going to shuffle Iono, and Boss back in. So he's really just hoping he's going to take the knockout here, and then Junya is not going to have an attack and response. That is what Mateusz really wants here. And I mean, given how this has progressed so far, I think it's a pretty good chance that Junya doesn't have a follow-up attack after the Charizard gets knocked out. Oh, he's gonna just counter catch with the Charmander and then Iono. This makes sense too. He can get rid of this before it can evolve. Now there's no chance of it evolving. And then he can knock out the Charizard on the following turn. Charizard still won't be able to one-shot his Zoroarks yet. Again, just taking his prizes cards kind of slowly to play around Charizard's damage output. We do see the maximum belt in hand for Junya, so that should allow him to one-shot the Zoroark. Arven, Air Balloon, Max Belt. So Arven is the supporter of choice here. Eyeing up Poffin. Could get another Charmander down. Seems good. I'm not going to say this is a phenomenal spot, but it's certainly not a bad one. He can get another Charmander down, take the knockout on the Zoroark, and then if Mateusz responds with a knockout on the Charizard, then another Charizard would now be in range of knocking out the fresh Zoroark. But, of course, Mateusz is not going to let that happen easily. He's definitely going to go for the Iono in response to the knockout on this active Zoroark right now. All things considered, though, with Junya's draws, he's putting himself into a very good position, where he just has to get a little bit lucky off of Iono at the end here. Debating if he wants to burn the air balloon on something. Having the option of free retreat next turn could be nice too. Oh, he's not going to take the knockout, he's just going to grasping draw. That's interesting. I don't know what he's necessarily waiting for here. Maybe he's thinking, maybe he can just go for a Briar for a game. If he plays Briar, then he can go Dusk Noir onto a one prizer and then just Briar maximum belt knockout. Let's see, Pidgeot, Super Odd, Max Belt, Rare Candy. If he has Briar, Dusk Noir, Rare Candy, and Max Belt. He has Maximum Belt and Rare Candy for sure. So I got the Super Odd here. Doing the math. Doesn't even actually need the Max Belt if you had the Dusk Noir. But you guys have it anyways. Looks like he just has to play Arvin though. I don't think he has Briar. I think that's Briar at the bottom. Yeah. Oh, what does he even want to go for here now then? I mean, double Dusknoir would also be game, but I don't think he has that either. He's thinking about it. Poffin. I mean, Poffin's not going to cut it. I mean, he could just grasping draw again, force Mateusz to have boss again. Keep trying to find the Briar. Charmander. I open fire. Charmander fire looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and Poffin, get that Charmander back out. And it's just gonna hope to draw the Briar off the Cleffa here. And that Mateusz doesn't have another boss. Do not know. I mean, Mateusz used at least 2 bosses, right? I mean, Junya might just go for the knockout this time. Since boss knocking out Charizard would be much more frustrating this time. Did commit the max belt. So yeah, Charizard's gonna come up. And we're just gonna swing for the knockout. Okay, so time for Mateusz to do some evaluating now. I don't think there's anything Mateusz can do to prevent Rare Candy Charizard from being game next turn. And he certainly has to deal with this Charizard, because the maximum belt is not going away. So it looks like we're just going to see Iono knockout and then hope for the best. Get energy switch off the Munkdori onto Reshiram just so that there's nothing that's boss trappable or counter trappable. Let's see, does Junya have it? I think he just scooped. Does not have it. Completely dead off the Iono. So Mateusz gets game one. Very close game one. It really could have gone to either player at that point. Junya definitely need to get a little bit lucky off that last Iono, but I mean, he could have hit. I don't know what support he plays in the deck, but he plays like a 1 of or 2 of research or something like that. That would have been huge. Fez could have been Rare Candy Charizard drawn off that. One thing's clear is that the lack of Pidgeot was definitely a significant problem there. So Junya definitely wants to make sure he gets Pidgeot set up this game. Certainly seems like that is going to be very important. Because with Pidgeot, I think that Junya just always wins that game. Smarter Mateusz to target that, even though there was only one Charmander on the board. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, still setting up. Got some mulligans on Junya's side. Junya also couldn't pull off any Curse Blast that game, which clearly was a significant factor there. Obviously that's because of lack of Pidgeot, but he's playing with minimal resources for most of that game. Mateusz is definitely going to have to try to replicate that. He needs that Pidgeot on because it felt like there were certainly lines for Mateusz against Ojin, but with the Pidgeot out, it felt like Ojin was always in control, always in the driver's seat. So Mateusz goes first here. Poffin, gonna grab 2 more Zoroarks, but gonna do a quick prize check first. Looks like he's only lining up 1 Zoroark here, so the other 2 might be prized. Or he might have some in hand. Okay, so he does another Zoroark here. Dark, pass. So, great start for Mateusz. Got triple Zoroark down. Got an energy attachment for turn. Turn 1 going first. That's as much as most decks are looking for. These are actually really bad prizes for Junya. Maximum Belt is a fantastic option for him. Only access to one Pidgey, so that could just get boss knocked again. One less Rare Candy, one less Charmander. Doesn't have Shock as an option. All those prizes seem pretty bad for his overall consistency, for sure. There's Tassaduskull, and he has an Artisan. Are we going to Artisan for a Pidgey here, or no? Okay, so we are going to play the Artisan Iono first. And I think that's another Charmander. Maybe that would be Cleffa. Yeah, I think it's Cleffa. Cleffa, Fez, Chi-Yu, another Poffin, maybe? Artisan. So we do get the Pidgey out here. And then, yep, Cleffa, Retreat, and just gonna Grasping Draw for 3. Has an Ultra Ball he could use, but I'll also hold on to it for next turn. But we see Mateusz gets a Zoroark, Monkey is traded away. Has Energize, has an Ultra Ball. Gonna get rid of Munkidori Poffin for another Zoroark. Can use the Artisan to get that Reshiram out if he wants to. See. Looks like he's going for the Cornerstone. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna Turbo Energize onto the Cornerstone this time. I guess when he can't knock out Pidgeot, then he goes with the Cornerstone game plan. Alright, so we see the Artisan come down here. I don't know if there's actually anything that he wants off the Artisan. Probably another Duskull. Yeah, looks like that has been eyed up. So he really wants to get Pidgeot set up here. He doesn't want that to get targeted down again like he did last game. He's got an Arvin. He grabs Candy or Ultra Ball, and I think he must have the Pidgeot line. Otherwise, you might just see him go for an Evo TM here. I don't know if you can play Evo. Ultra Ball. I expect an Evo. We didn't actually get to see what he grabbed off the Arvin there, but he's Ultra Balling for Pidgeot, so he must have Candy. He does have the Evo TM in hand as well if he wants to go for that. Looks like he's eyeing up Iono. Quick Search first. Interesting. Or no, he played Arvin, so he can't Iono. He was just looking at it. We're going to see Mist Energy here, maybe? Mist the Cleffa, and there's Evo. I mean, if you're going to Evo, you might as well do it with Mist Energy. But it doesn't look like he's eyeing up an energy at all. What card is that? That he hopped up to the top. I can't really tell. Well, he grabbed it, so we'll see soon enough. Oh, Charmeleon. Okay, makes sense. Does he already have an energy for the Evo? Or is he just using Grasping Draw? Okay, he does already have an energy. Okay, so we're getting the Charmeleon, then we're going to Evo into another Charmeleon and a Dusclops. So both Charmeleons are the no ability one, which is relevant here for Cornerstone. However, he's probably not going to be able to set them up without evolving one of them into Charizard anyways. But what is notable here is that if Mateusz wanted to boss one of them, now they're the same, right? And that would still relatively neutralize the threat. Since again, he's probably not going to get that set up without using Breaking Darkness on it, but definitely still better for them both to be this one than for one of them to be the other one in this matchup. As Mateusz here, I think you're just eyeing up bossing the Dusclops. But he doesn't have anything. He just has the Evo TM for another Zoroark. Now with the pressure's on Junya to do something, but do you really want to... He could knock out the Zoroark, but do you really want to do that when there is a Cornerstone right there that you'd much rather use your Curse Blasts on? Okay, so we see he is just going to set up the Charizard. I mean, he could just knock out 3 Zoroarks, right? I mean, Turo could pick one of them up, though. So, he might waste too many Curse Blasts trying to knock out these Zoroarks. So, interesting to see him just set up the Charizard. I know it could be helpful for Mateusz here, but he has 2 Zoroarks anyways, so he's going to draw 6 cards regardless. So an Ultra Ball drawn off the Iono, grabs Dusknoir here. We could see... Now, with Quick Search, there's potential for a double Dusknoir play this turn. Now, the Max Ball I don't think is in the bottom 2 prize cards. So unfortunately, even if he went double Dusknoir on the Cornerstone, he would not get the Max Ball off the prizes. But he might go for something like that. Okay, so he's just going for the Curse Blast on the Zoroark. I don't know if I like this. I think that it's too risky. I think that you need access to too many Curse Blasts to deal with Cornerstone. That now, if Mateusz draws a Turo, you're gonna be kind of screwed. That's my theory of how this game's gonna go here. Because it doesn't seem like Junya's really as worried as he should be about the Cornerstone. I would have liked to see even just like at least one energy from that Burning Darkness or the Infernal Rain go onto the Charmeleon, right? Like, why not put energy on there? It just seems like he isn't especially worried about the Cornerstone. I could be wrong, but I don't know what his game plan is to deal with it if one of these Zoroarks gets Turoed. Now, Mateusz is going to bring up one of the Zoroarks. I don't know if he just wants to wall out with these. Well, Charizard's still not doing enough damage to knock them out. Maybe he's trying to bait more Curse Blasts into them. Of course, what Junya does right now still have the resources to knock out Cornerstone with just Curse Blasts, but those resources will dwindle. And I don't know how he's getting that Charizard set up to attack at this stage. You have to get another Charmander out. So I might get the Charmeleon set to attack. Now, Mateusz here does also have to be careful not to bench another one prizer if he can help it, because that would enable a Briar play. Junya could take a 3-prize turn for his last 3 prize cards after not getting a 1-prizer, or a 2-prize turn on a 1-prizer. Okay, so we see the Air Balloon come down for Mateusz. Dark Energy attached to the bench Zoroark. Do we have a boss on a Duskull? Okay, I like this a lot. I was wondering if he'd go for this. So, he's actually just going to target down the Pidgeot. And he's going to say, okay, well, I'm just going to take away... Because he didn't do this against Ojvin. And I think this may just be an adaptation that he's made. But maybe these things were different there. But he can 2-shot the Pidgeot with the Cornerstone instead. Remove the option for Junya to use Quick Search. And then target on the Duskulls from there. It doesn't attack Junya's resources as well, but once you remove the Pidgeot option, these Ionos are going to be so powerful, and Mateusz could just steamroll from without the consistent access to Quick Search. It's going to be very difficult for him to deal with Cornerstone without Pidgeot in play. So the Quick Search is used here. Boss on a Zoroark. Evolve to Dusclops. Retreat, so he's not playing around this Turo. He's going, I'm just going to knock out 3 Zoroarks. And you're going to deal with it. Which is kind of good, right? I mean, if Mateusz has Counter Catcher, he can knock out the Pidgeot and go for a Turo or an Iono on the same turn. But if he doesn't have Counter Catcher and he wants to Turo the Zoroark, then he won't be able to get rid of the Pidgeot. Not this turn, at least. Ooh, so he does mention another Zorua. He does have the Secret Rock, so we could see Counter Catcher Turo here for sure. As long as he has the resources in deck. Maybe considering something else though. Counter Catcher Artisan. Arvin? Oh no, there's the Turo. He's not going for it though. I guess that's not the line. So if that's not the line, what is the line? Whoa, Fez. Why are we doing all this? Why didn't we just kind of get your Turo the Zoroark? How are we losing after that? Now I don't know what's going on. Wow. I was not expecting this at all. I don't like this line. I think the Turo counter catcher felt so safe to me. This does not feel safe at all. This feels like we are losing. Just in general, it feels like we're losing this game. Did you even use the counter catcher? I think he did. Yeah. Huh. But now, yeah, now Junya just needs boss. Maybe Junya's out of boss? Cleffa comes up. There's the boss. Wow. I think that was a throw. I think Mateusz just Turos the Zoroark, countercharges the Pidgeot, and he'll win. It'll take him a few more turns, but I think he just wins there. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Maybe Mateusz was something I don't about what was in Junia's hand there. But either way, we're gonna go to a game 3 here, and I really thought that Junya didn't get punished by a Turo for tunneling in on that triple Zoroark line, but didn't end up mattering at all. Mateusz did not play around it. Didn't care about going for the Turo. I'm shocked, honest, frankly. I don't know, maybe, like, I don't know if I was missing something. But that line seems like that would be it. So we're probably gonna see Mateusz go second this time. Man, I'm a little flabbergasted. I want to know if Mateusz didn't see that line or if I missed something. He even countered to the Duskull. I didn't even need to go for the Pidgeot. Could have gone for the Duskull too, and that also would have been probably winning. If he just takes one of those threats off the board. Which obviously he was doing that either way. Going for the counter to Pidgeot, but yeah, so Taya's gonna go second. Junya does open the Poffin. So gonna be able to get Charmander Pidgey probably. Clef a start, so he'll have the free retreat to be able to use that throughout the game if he needs it. Didn't look like anything too crazy was prize there. Mist Energy, Super Rod, fired. So it goes for Pidgey Duskull. And then Charmander comes down from hand. And the pass. So great turn one of each of his important basics down. Mateusz also got a Poff and open here. Get a couple Zoroarks, prize check. Turo and Secret Box are both prized this game, so is Fez. Oh, and so is a Turbo Energize. I think he plays 2 though. Turo, Secret Box, and Fez could all be big prizes here. Zoroark. I would really like to see Mateusz play a similar game to last one, but this time just Turo. In that position. Secret Box being at the bottom prize is really nice here because you can get set up without it and then use it in the mid game, which is Secret Box obviously very good early game, but it's very good all stages of the game. So as long as it's on those last prize cards, it's going to be able to be a super powerful option. So just gonna see same thing again. Vessel Evo off Arven, Vessel, Double Dark, and then Evo into Double Zoroark. Okay, so Junya here, we got a Dusclops, Fire Energy, EOTM. Okay, pretty simple turn. Gonna go for the Iono. Okay, so we can get some more basics here. Be nice. Another Charmander, another Pidgey, maybe another Duskull instead of one of those. We got a Nest Ball and a Charmander. Do we think he's going to get out another Pidgey here? Now, that would bench lock him. Then he wouldn't be having room for another Duskull, which obviously is... it matters here. Cleffa, you almost can't afford the event space that Cleffa takes up in this matchup. It looks like we're just going to see the EOTM get Pidgeotto and Charmeleon. So if Mateusz can't find the boss, he's boss and PP up, dark and discard, and dark return to knock out that Pidgey. Not very likely, I would say. But he does have the Turbo Energize, so it looks like he's just eyeing up, sending up the Cornerstone instead. Gonna Iono, just draw some more cards. So it's looking like we're gonna have an incredibly similar game to last game. So if Junya just goes to the exact same plan that he did game 1, then we could see the exact same situation, or say game 2, we could see the exact same situation come up where a Turo will be able to push Junya out of the game. And we'll see if Mateusz goes for that play this time, or if he just tries to hope that go for a Lake and Iono again. And we'll see, I mean, Junya might draw a little bit better this time, get more Dusknoirs out. Could pull off some crazy combos that limit Mateus' ability to wall him out. Gonna evolve into another Charmeleon here, get another Duskull down. So the board is set up. We got a Charizard in hand if he wants to go for that. Now Junya cannot go for the same game plan as last game yet. Because that Zoroark is only gonna give it one prize, obviously. So right now there's only 5 prizes available other than Cornerstone. But we're going for the same thing. Is he gonna put the 5 energy on the Charmeleon this time? Please, please. Oh man, I don't like the way other players playing this matchup. I'm gonna be honest. I think Mateus had it down. I don't know anything about the Turo. Now doing his side, I think he's not respecting the Cornerstone nearly enough. He's not playing around that Turo. Gonna see an Iono. Like if he draws an energy off this Iono, will he at least attach that to Charmeleon? There's the Pidgeot. That's a big find. It means that that Pidgeotto isn't going to be in danger of getting knocked out by one boss. Quick search, maybe just for like a Dusknoir, protect the Dusknoir from being boss knocked by Cornerstone. Looks like going for Super Rod instead there, and then just going to retreat to Charizard and knock out the Zoroark. Okay, interesting. Might need to try to weave a Briar in at some point. Yeah, he could still knock out both Zoroarks for game if he weaves a Briar in. Which might honestly be easier than knocking out 3 Zoroarks. Boss there grabs the Pidgeot, Cornerstone comes up. Could try to go for this line again, which I think was good. I think this was definitely the correct line. Get a Nitro for a Dark, get it onto that Zoroark, doesn't have any energy or tools on it, doesn't get trapped. Then we're just going to Cornerstone for 140. Now on Junya's side, we'd love to see double Dusknoir this turn. It's the best turn to do it before he loses Pidgeot. And if he can find Max Belt at the same time, then he can knock out whatever Zoroark comes out. Double Dusknoir plus Max Belt would be a possibly just game-winning play. He's using the Quick Search. There's a rare candy at the front. See what he grabs. What he grabs will be possibly indicative of if he's going for, of what line he's going for here. Didn't catch it. Okay, so he is going for the red candy. Ultra Ball, Poffin. This grabs Dusknoir. Rare Candy, Dusknoir, Curse Blast on the Cornerstone. Okay, so this is going to be huge. And then we go Super Odd, shuffle back in all 3 of those. Oh, sorry, only 2, because you were candied that one. So this is actually a small mistake here. He should have gone for the Dusknoir with the that evolved from the Dusclops first, because then you could have super added the Dusclops back in as well. I don't think it's gonna matter, but it could. That's one less Dusclops you can use over the course of the game. Okay, not sure what Ultra Ball discarded there. I think a couple of supporters. Guess the other Dusknoir. I mean, I think this is definitely a winning play from Junya anyways. Now, hear me out. Because there hasn't been any energy committed to this Charmeleon, and because he didn't save the other Dusclops, these are all things that could make Turo plus Night Stretcher a genuine line for Mateusz next turn. Mateusz brings up the Zoroark. Maximum Belt comes down to the Charizard. And then the Charizard comes up. And knockout. So yeah, I mean, Junya could have had one more Dusclops in deck right now. Whether or not that would matter, who knows? Guess we will see. But as Mateusz, I think you're never winning by attacking here. You are only, or at least not with Zoroark. You're winning by stalling. So I think this has to be, looks like he's thinking about trying to corner stall the Pidgeot. I think the better line is probably to get that Cornerstone back and just Turo up your Zoroark and hope that there's not enough resources left for Junya to knock out the Cornerstone. But I don't know what Junya has left. It might be very unrealistic to stall for that long. Junya might just have the pieces left in deck. Because, I mean, if Mateusz would be on a pretty short clock because of the Pidgeot to get 3 energy on that Cornerstone and start attacking stuff. And Mateusz would, of course, need Turo to do that, which I don't think he has either. So we're going to Nestwolf with the Wellspring, which I can't feel good. I mean, this only feels like a last-ditch effort kind of play. Arven for MVP up. So it's probably going to retreat and PP up and then energy switch. Okay, just has the attached return, doesn't need the energy switch necessarily yet. Gonna use the MVP up anyways, just to make that Zoroark doesn't get stalled. And then just hits for 20. Is there a Turo? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen Turo yet, and I think that if there was a Turo, Junya would have already won the game at this point. You would have just quick search, Turo, boom, knockout. That being said, he can put 2 energy on the Pidgeot and just start swinging. Quick search. He might have just been waiting for Mateusz to finish shuffling there. Because he's moving pretty fast now. I think Turo might have been in the prizes, actually. Oh, the Mist Energy is going to prevent the corner as well, so the Pidgeot won't be able to be trapped next turn. He's evaluating all the resources here. Yeah, I think it's just going to be... You have to grab something with Quick Search, but I think he's just going to attach the Mist Energy to Pidgeot and then pass, most likely. Yeah, this corner plan, it's not a good one. Mist Energy, I think, throws a huge wrench in this, even without the Turo and Junia's deck. Even if he doesn't start attacking with Pidgeot, the Mist Energy can just block corner. Air Balloons the Charmeleon, it just passes. Okay, he's thinking, he's trying to find any line back into the game here. I feel like it's still make a do something with Cornerstone. I don't know how many Gusts Junya has left, but maybe, just maybe, there's still a Cornerstone line. If Junya happens to be out of boss, but I don't think he is. Boss corner on Charmeleon. He just needs to evolve. That breaks the corner effect. Yeah, he can also attack with that, but I mean, he also evolving removes the retreat lock effect, and he has the air balloon, so he just retreats to the Charizard as well. Wow, a long 3 games, and honestly, I mean, I have to say, I do think that Mateusz could have won game 2. But, I mean, huge accomplishment making it this far. The deck is clearly very hard to play as well. It's not a matchup you're looking to see, it would seem like. And congrats to Junya as well. We're going to see more of him in top 4. I'm sure we'll be getting to the last Top 8 game very soon, but until then, we'll be right back.